deal. Simplex, repeater work, then DMR, whatever else we can get out there. Yesterday was the first day I didn't have any communications on the radio at all. So yesterday was Operation Dark Skies. Yesterday was a full solar eclipse, especially where I live. The traffic on the way home was bumper to bumper. Not my way, but coming back to Ottawa. It was just something else because all the fun was down by my house. So let's see if we can get somebody out there and talk to today. VA3EWV on the air. All right, let's do this. National calling frequency first. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. Listening. Hopefully Jonathan's out there today or somebody. Because absolutely nobody out there yesterday. It's a nice sunny day today as well. So it might be the same thing as yesterday. Maybe we won't have anybody out on the radio. But what we do have today is a lot of skin showing, that's for sure. There's a lot of, one day it's winter here, the next day it's summer, I guess. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, mobile. We're not getting anybody on national calling frequency. Let's see if we can get somebody on the repeater. How's it going, everybody? This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. Don't tell me we're gonna have 2 straight days in a row with little to anybody on the radio there. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. So I'm getting into the repeater. Hopefully we'll get someone out there that wants to say hello to us. It's a nice sunny day here today. Got people out on their skateboards even. That actually scared me. We have some very short skirts out here today and things like that. Let me just get the camera turned around here for everybody so y'all can see what I'm seeing. The scan's out today there. Let's try again. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. Alright, we're trying to still get some contacts out here. Nobody on the repeater. Let's go back to Simplex. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV mobile. Wow, I think I'm going to have 2 days in a row that we have nothing happening out here. That's really... Oh, here we go.
Victor Echo 3 Oscar Tango Whiskey.
Victor Echo 3, Oscar Tango Whiskey. How's it going today, Jonathan?
Not too bad, or it's not too bad. What a lovely day today. You know, the weather's quite good out there. Hopefully you're taking advantage. I believe it's supposed to rain the rest of the week here in Ottawa, so hopefully you're making the best of today. But yeah, things are good here. Hopefully things are good with you also.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Like you say, nice weather. I'm stuck inside all day, but I'm gonna have to do some moving and grooving tomorrow. I need to get my backhoe and my front end loader connected to my tractor. That's for sure. I have to do that. And my yard is pretty saturated with water, so I'm gonna try to have to get that probably done tonight or early in the morning or something. If it's gonna rain the rest of the week, I'm not gonna be able to move it over, and I need to use it on Friday there.
Yeah, if it's gonna be saturated all week, yeah, that's not gonna be good. I think today will be your last day to do things. I don't know how the weather is going to be down there for the next week, but I know here in Ottawa, today is the last nice day, and then I think tomorrow for the whole week, it's supposed to be raining on and off. So, yeah, you'll have to drain out the backyard, I guess, somehow. But yeah, well. Hopefully you don't swim or drown in the backyard. You know, it's supposed to be quite a bit of rain over the next few days.
VE3OTW, VA3WV, returning mobile. Yeah, the funny thing is, we need the rain. We're going to be representing at the Raisin River. They've been doing it for the Raisin River Canoe Race. They've been doing that for over 50 years. And the water levels have been dangerously low to the point that they thought they might have to push it back or cancel it or whatever. But we've gotten some rain there. And if we get some more rain, that's just going to be good for the event this weekend. So we're hoping for rain. But I have a small window since I work 5 days a week there. Not like in the summer when I was off unemployed. I have to try to do a swap in and out. And the day's good weather too. So I have a meeting when I get home there about the Raisin River. I'm just going to try to make sure it's short. Not to cut it short, but like, you know, it's not as long as it probably should be. Because I'm going to have to go home and probably work in the dark here and try to get those implements moved around and stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess you can't win either way, but yeah, you're right, we do need the water, but when it's too much, it's not good. But yeah, that's great, that's great that the canoe club there is active. I haven't been canoeing in some time, but it's something we need. You can't have too much of it, you can't have too little of it, has to be the right amount. But hopefully the water levels will rise next week, given the forecast that's here. And there's supposed to be a bit more water than regular. Well, it's springtime too, you know. April showers bring May flowers. I guess that's what they say. So, we'll see what the weather has in store. But yeah, this week is supposed to be a wet one. Today's the last of the nice days.
Yeah. Other than that, I didn't get to do any of the Operation Dark Skies. Didn't even get to see the eclipse or go outside during the daytime. Didn't even notice the change. But I know down around Cornwall, even on my cameras around the house, it really caught some good stuff there. And I didn't really understand it, but if you're there, and my wife said that even the street lights had came on because it had gotten so dark, you know, and she said it got dark like I guess a lot of the truckers weren't aware of what was happening. And we have a very long, like we have two acre lot, but it's long, not wide, And it runs down to 138 there. And she was telling me to go look at the cameras because a couple of trucks, since it came so fast, it wasn't supposed to be that dark. They had slammed on their brakes because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I can imagine people being not used to it. Well, a lot of people from Ottawa, they went down to the St. Lawrence there to see the totality The eclipse was here at Ottawa, but it was only 99%. So it did get dark a little bit. I was in Ottawa during the eclipsing, so to speak. But yeah, it was 99%. So it did get dark a little bit, but it certainly didn't get black like it did in the totality path. But I made a little viewer for myself with a old cereal box. I made a little eclipse viewer, so I was able to watch the moon go over the sun like that. So it was quite interesting to observe. And the whole eclipse was 2 hours. By the time the moon started to begin its eclipse, by the time it finished, it was about 2 hours. But it's just for those brief few minutes where the moon completely covers the sun. And you have that totality where it goes absolutely pitch black. Yeah, the birds start singing, and people get confused, animals get confused, and a few minutes later, the light comes back again. So, yeah, it did get dark here, but I have to admit, not that much. But yes, it was certainly something to see. And the next one, I think, in the area, I think it's about 100 years. So you might have to do some waiting. But yeah, total eclipses, they're quite rare, and especially around this area here, they're especially rare. I remember Toronto in 91, I think, 91, 92, I think it was 91 was the last one I saw. But other than that, yeah, they're quite rare. Next one's not for some time, so hopefully you got your video's worth and camera's worth, and hopefully you took it what you could.
Yes, well, yeah, I missed all the fun, but I got to go and look at the Facebook pages and the YouTube and the news and this and that, you know. And our club, our VE3 PGC repeater, was connected to several, I guess, like I don't want to mispronounce those names, but you know, like emergency preparedness networks, sort of, you know, from 12 to 5. That's when they because since I'm the one that talks the most in the whole club, the technical director made it a point to say to me, hey, by the way, on Monday, such and such date, the repeater's going to be in use for Canmore or whatever from 12 to 5. We know you like to use Echolink and stuff like that. Just so you know, it's going to be there for people to report traffic and all that kind of stuff. Funny thing is, today, I finally made it to the split. But the cars are bumper to bumper there in the split. Yesterday, there were hardly any cars in front of me, and the 417 all the way up to Cornwall was just bumper to bumper traffic, moving at a snail's pace like they're behind snow trucks. That's how much traffic. And then when I took a right and got on the 138 to go toward home to Cornwall, it was just like ants. The whole left side was just full of cars coming from wherever they were coming from down that way. There's so many people had attended yesterday. Over.
I'm sure I saw that heard it. Yeah, it was the same here as well too. Yesterday, in Ottawa proper, there aren't that many people. But from what I've heard, yes, there was quite a lineup, and a lot of the amateurs here also. They went to the St. Lawrence, either Iroquois or Cornwall or Prescott or just anywhere along the St. Lawrence. That's where the path of totality was. So yes, it's as I said, the next one's in 100 years. So people took advantage while they could. It was close by, and getting back. One of the amateurs noted that it's quite odd for them to see all the traffic coming back into Ottawa during the rush hour. Usually around that time, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's the other way around. Everybody's trying to leave the city, but this is the first time you said in probably ever that it's headed the other direction.
Yeah.
That it's headed backwards, reverse rush hour high. But it was quite something to see, and I saw with my little viewer. But yeah, the pictures on the internet, they're a lot more robust and high quality than anything that I have anyway, photography-wise. So better to leave it to the experts to take those photographs, I think.
Did you by any chance get to monitor any of the traffic and stuff? I put my headphones in there at work for about an hour, and listen to the net control operator take traffic, you know, and road conditions, cloud conditions, all that stuff like that. It was pretty exciting. I wasn't on the path, so I didn't check in, so I was downtown Ottawa. It was sure exciting to hear all those people out there reporting their stuff. Even from Niagara Falls way, I heard people at Niagara on the Lake checking in and all that stuff on that net light yesterday.
Okay, yeah, well, I know I monitor that type of traffic, but yeah, it was, I would imagine there'd be a lot of congestion and that sort of thing. But I think Niagara Falls declared a state of emergency for yesterday because there's just so many people that they didn't know how to handle it. So they actually declared a state of emergency. And yeah, for the other areas, yeah, I can imagine those little towns by the St. Lawrence probably prepared for something like that. So yeah, I'm sure they surely got the and the traffic coming back can't even how people it would be, you know, just to get back. But yeah, it is what it is. People took advantage of a one-time thing and they did it. And you go, but no, I sure the traffic. Actually, the traffic has been a light side today, so or this week. So yeah, haven't had any chance to monitor really, but yeah, it's I guess people took advantage of the event and they made it out and they saw it and they had to suffer rush hour coming back, but I guess it is what it is. VE3EWV, VE3OTW.
All right, there. Thank you there, VE3OTW, VA3EWV mobile returning. Yeah, so that's it with the whole total eclipse of the heart and all that stuff. That was a fun time for a lot of people. At least something to talk about, right? That wasn't politics or whatever, so that was kind of cool. None of my friends got abducted, including myself. I'm still here today, so, you know, no end of times and all that stuff. So, all good there. I did have an update for you from the last time I spoke to you. My beacon, or my Fox for the Fox Hunt, arrived in the mail, fully programmed and everything, ready to go. I just had to put batteries in the back of it, and that's it. She was up and running. I was going to go program it, though, to change the tone, put my call sign in there, etc., etc. But every time I plug it into my computer, which is Windows 11, the doggone driver starts having a fit. Talking about prolific driver. So I'm going to go to my daughter's house this weekend because I don't want to be messing around with drivers and all that stuff. I don't have time for that. I'm just going to go to her house on a Windows 10 computer and program it there. And if it's not too bad on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, after the Raisin River event, I'm going to go home on Saturday and Sunday and do fox hunting with the grandkids. Anyway, I was starting to lose you a little bit there. I don't know if you're picking up my transmission there, VE3OTW. But I'm going to send it back to you for finals and see what's, if you can hear me.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, well, sort of thing. So I understand, and I believe you're here in Gatineau. So hopefully we'll hear from more from you when you're in town here and in the area, which is always a good thing. But Ernest, pleasure to hear from you as always. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I'm going to pump some dinner here. I haven't had dinner yet, but have yourself a 7-3. Sure, I'll put you get your 3.
Okay, 7-3 to you there, Jonathan, VE3OTW. Have a great rest of your day. VA3EWV clear. Okay, guys, so I think that's going to be it today. My throat is actually hurting today. So we're going to cut this one short. We had a nice little QSO in there with Jonathan on Simplex. I have a meeting here to go to. I'm supposed to be there in 20 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So I'll message the little lad and tell him where I'm at and how long it's going to take me to get there. And we'll go from there. Have a good rest of y'all's day. VA3EWV, we're clear. Okay, now I have to turn this thing off. I have to get something to do it remotely. Have a good day, everybody.